accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, certified by Weather Rate, sponsored by AC Designs.
24 hours ago, it was definitely a very different sight out there across the beaches. Some locations picking up wind gusts anywhere from 70 to nearly 80 miles per hour. Thankfully here this evening, things looking much quieter. But here's a look at some of the peak wind gusts we saw across the First Coast last evening and really very early this morning. Mayport picking up that 80 mile per hour gust. Jacksonville, Neptune Beach, 72, 75 miles per hour. Waycross up where Heather Crawford was, 71 miles per hour, and really a lot of folks picking up anywhere from 55 to nearly 60 mile per hour wind gusts last evening. Now, as I said, things have quieted down a lot. That's because Helene has not only trekked well up past Atlanta, but now really to the southwest of Lexington, Kentucky. So right on that Indiana-Kentucky border, and it's really just beginning to split in between two separate areas. The upper level high moving well off to the northeast, and the surface low just kind of spiraling around there in western Kentucky. So thankfully, Helene, now just a post-tropical storm, will not be causing too many more issues for anyone. But obviously, we got a ton of wind damage here across the First Coast and much of Florida and South Georgia, and just tons of major flooding concerns up across Appalachia, from eastern Tennessee to western North Carolina and South Carolina. But a lot of dry air being circulated around really on the western and southwestern side of this. Again, pretty much just acting as a wedge, splitting the storm in two, and we're going to be right on the fringe of that very dry air. So what could that mean for us? Well, if you do get the dry air, you're not going to see all that much rain. And really, this is because the tropical tail of Helene is draped across the First Coast. On the northern extent of that, you're likely not going to see all that much rain. On the southern side, we're still going to get that southerly and southwesterly flow. That will feed at least isolated, if not some scattered showers, maybe one or two thunderstorms over the next couple of days and into early next week. So because of that, we are still going to keep one or two isolated showers in the forecast tomorrow, but otherwise, pretty warm, humid day. Temperature is going to be in the upper 80s tomorrow. So let's take a look here. Tomorrow morning, here's a little bit of that stream. So that tropical tail is going to be just to the north. Our southeast Georgia counties generally should be dry. South of the Florida-Georgia line, you're going to have a chance for a few isolated to scattered showers tomorrow morning. Throughout the day then, that shifts a little bit further southward. So south of I-10 tomorrow afternoon and evening for any rain chances, and a similar story then for Sunday as well. So not everyone is going to see rain, but just be aware the humidity being so high, it won't take all that much to see at least a few raindrops out there. So about 40% shower coverage for your Sunday. Temperature-wise, mid-80s. Very similar story for the last day of September come Monday with a high of 85. But the tropics still very active. We also still have Tropical Storm Joyce way out in the Atlantic. Thankfully, just going to recurve, causing no issues. But 5 separate areas that ourselves and the National Hurricane Center are monitoring. So you have a Joyce, another area of concern out there in the eastern Atlantic. Isaac, currently a Category 1 hurricane moving up towards Greenland. Helene, no issue. And one more area down in the western Caribbean and potentially the southern Gulf of Mexico. That's where we're going to keep close tabs on, potentially looking for some form of tropical development, potentially by the end of next week. So until then, we're going to get a little bit of a break here. Isolated rain chances over the next couple of days. Temperatures in the mid-80s through the end of next week.